Come in.
Is that someone that you need to be going to
Aha.
the gym to open that door? Hello, how are you? Jesus, good to see you. Nice to see you. Young Brandon, give us a hug. Give us a hug.
How's it going? Good to see you again.
It's bigger than you're getting.
Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. My God. It's great to be back in the land of the living.
Are we going to create some mischief again?
We'll certainly do something. Well, as soon as we get a cup of tea.
Yeah.
What's Charlie? So Charlie is going only, but we hardly speak.
They don't want to be as nice with a harmony, that's for sure. They don't want to be on top of the melody. As it's hard to understand.
No, I mean those parts. Let's just try singing that. You and me singing with Brandon on "They Don't Want to Be Around Us." No.
You're the second one, I'm the third one.
Okay.
And then the three of us are in on golden
So
Ocean.
it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Do you want to run the chorus then? Or do you want to run that last line?
Since we're working on the second verse, we might as well just go to how I wish we could find those rock and roll days. Let's just mark
I think
that
Brendan should sing that on us. Hard to understand how we were once said. Then we're three of us are in.
Exactly.
Hard to understand. We were once like them. How I wish we could find those rock and roll days again.
Something like that would be nice.
That last is rock and roll, kids.
As the fella says, let's burn that bridge before we get to it.
We were the rock and roll kids. Rock and roll was all we did. And listening to those songs on the radio. I was yours, you were mine. That was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll
Anymore.
There'll be something there.
Maybe just anymore. Just anymore.
Yeah, okay.
anymore.
Anymore.
But we're not doing I was yours and you were mine, just the half chorus. Just play the last, that whole last little phrase again, please, Dave. Well done. Stay in there from and
Yeah, of course.
I want a small little video, if you don't mind, for young Oisin.
Of course. Could I prevail upon for a cup of something, or would that be a terrible thing?
Then we went out and did the Pat Kenny show. That
was the night that Pat Kenny said, well, I think he said it to me after. He said, if that song doesn't win the whole darn thing, I'll eat my hat. And that was my one regret about winning the Eurovision.
But you didn't get Pat Kenny.
You didn't have to eat
Hi, everybody. Great to see you too.
Long time.
So it wouldn't be on here. I think I told you what my idea was, to have some newer songs, some songs people knew, and then maybe a couple of the big songs and speak them. But I said originally to you that I wasn't going to do the voice because I wouldn't be able for it. And you said, why don't you speak it? And I had never actually thought of it. So then the idea came to me, well, if I'm speaking it, I'm going to drag you in on it as well.
So how did you feel about the lyric when you were...
I thought it was brilliant. I said, no wonder she likes singing it. So here we are. Now we have to do the hard part instead of talking.
That'll all be grand. So let's get to it.
Okay.
Great.
I am the voice of the past that will always be, filled with my sorrows and blood and my feels. I am the voice of the future. Bring me your peace. Bring me your peace. This thing keeps going down on me here, Dave. I don't know what I'm doing.
What is it, the mic stand?
The stand, yeah.
You put a wee bit of tape on it.
It's tension, you see. It's making me press it down. I'm trembling, and it's with terror.
Can you imagine the 23-year-old terrified me going into Pinewood Studios, do you remember?
I do.
Learning how to not sing in a classical manner. Bait out those rolled R's and those sharp T's.
I'm glad you're singing more of it because it's becoming that word that I used with you, a choral kind of.
Yeah, I can also do it slightly in canon.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try that.
What does that mean now?
Where I'm like an echo to you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah?
Rhythm almost to keep it
Yeah.
more metronomic.
Yeah, we'll give that a try.
There was a lot of good stuff in that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid
It's
that
lovely
we
to do it live with you. I love that. That's great.
It's very
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
I am the voice in the wind and the pouring rain. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice that always is calling you. I am the voice.
Exactly, yeah. Beautiful.
So if Bocelli and Sarah Brightman could do it, Quinn and Graham can do it.
Yeah, we've got a new double act here.
I was yours, you were mine. That was once upon a time. Now we never seem to rock and roll. We just never seem to rock and roll. We just never seem to rock and roll.